Hey everyone, I'm Jonas Lee. I'm the author of two books independently published out there on Amazon, A Time to Reap and A Time to Live. If this is your first time tuning into this channel, welcome. Thanks for showing up. Those that are already subscribed, you know that I do a lot of author interviews, which is mainly what I've consisted of so far. I'm going to try and branch out a little bit, not because I'm trying to stray away from author interviews. It's more like I want to do that, but time schedules when it comes down to summertime can be a little elusive. People have commitments with family, vacations, sports, book signings, all kinds of stuff, and some of them don't align right. Some people have last minute things that come up, family issues, matters, whatever it might be. I'd like to fill in those gaps with some things kind of like this, or what I'm going to be doing, I should say. I'm going to have two different parts to my channel. I'm going to have one that I'm going to start really soon. It's going to be called The Awkward Author, if you haven't guessed it. I'm the awkward author. Who knew? I say that mainly because I think anybody who's independently published or trying to get published has that awkwardness of trying to fit in and trying to find your place out there. And I'm just going to talk a little bit on each little segment on how I became an author, some of the things that I learned, some of the mistakes that I'm learning from, and anything that I can try and do to try and help along the way. Beyond that, I'm going to have a second part to a series which is going to be called The Backward Author, mainly because it's kind of the same as the Awkward Author, and I think that's cool, but also because I'm not going to be doing it from an author standpoint. I'm going to be doing it from a reviewer standpoint. And I know that there's lots of book reviewers that are turning into, vlogs and things like that on YouTube, and they have their own channels, and they're doing great, and great for them. I wanted to do something where I take a fairly well-known book and just kind of go chapter by chapter, and you can get my response. It'll be more of a monologue, like an inner monologue type of thing that you'll hear. I'm going to try to keep it fun and lighthearted, but also my thoughts on what I was reading. So that should be coming out. I'm going to try to do one of those per month, mainly because I am a super slow reader when I get to it. And that's because I fall asleep, because I only read when I can get into bed at night. And by that point, I'm usually pretty exhausted and my head's doing one of those things. And so it takes me a while to get through a book. So I'm going to try and keep those to fairly well-known books, just so that there can be more people engaging in them. Let me know if I'm doing terrible, if I'm doing good, if I'm making any sense. And like I said, I'll try to do one of those per month. I'll try to get as many interviews in as I can. I like to do one per week, but like I said, schedules not permitting makes it really hard for everybody involved. But on that same note, before I end, you should know that my next interview is going to be May 23rd, and it's going to be with the lovely Jacqueline E. Smith. She's the author of 3 books right now. And we'll get into the whole breadth and depth of what she has going on, a little bit about her, and take it from there. But beyond that, I want to thank you for tuning in. I hope that you will subscribe, leave me a like, leave me a comment, tell me to stop doing this, tell me to keep doing this. I don't care what it is. I just want to know that you're watching this. But beyond that, I just wish the best for you. So have a good night.